Alright, this is just one of the drawers out of the bathroom vanity. Nothing fancy, but when it's filled with all my toiletries, it's kind of a mess. So I'm going to show you how to make an organizer for it without any glue, no screws, no nails, no tape. Going to be using two different size boards simply because I ran out of one size. This is just poplar, comes in a 3-foot length. It's 1/4 of an inch thick and it's about 2.5 inches wide. Piece of this at the big box store is like $2.50. Also have a narrower that is still poplar, still 1/4 of an inch thick, still 3 feet long. I think this one is about 1.5 inches wide. You need 3 things to do this. You need a tape measure, or if your drawer is small enough, you can probably get by with a ruler. You need a pencil, and you need a saw of some type. Literally, table saw, miter saw, hand saw, doesn't really matter. You can use pretty much anything. Poplar is very soft, and as you can see, it's very thin, very easy to cut. So you can do this one of 2 ways. I did this by simply cutting a few pieces to get a feel for the different size and shape pockets that I wanted. You can draw it all out with paper and pencil if you decide to, or you can kind of do what I did, which is build it as you go. I've pre-cut my boards just so I didn't have to stop and start the camera 49 times, and so that you didn't have to listen to the saw if I was too lazy to turn off the camera 49 times. So for starters, cut 2 short pieces here. I'm just going to line them up over here in the corners. I'm going to take another piece I've pre-cut. Wrong piece. Got a piece right here. Mash it up against it, and as you can see, created a pocket. Now, yes, I know at first glance you would think that this will fall over. Just bear with me as we move along, and we'll show you a couple things, and I think it'll start to make sense toward the end. Okay, so next one, I'd like a small pocket over here for some smaller stuff I've got, nail clippers, things like that. So I have 2 additional pieces I've cut. I don't know what I was doing with that piece. Let's try this again. I have 3 more pieces. Got another piece to go along the back. Mash it in place. Now this middle one will fall over if you don't give it some help. So I've got 2 very short pieces. Line one up here. Line one up over here. And now it gives it something to sit against so that, I don't know if you can see this, I've got the 2 extra pieces here and here. And now it's got something to line up against. Yes, these are going to fall over as I do this until the very end, but at the end you'll see they'll stay in place. So now I have 1 pocket, 2, and a little bitty one over here. Now, which piece is which? Alright, I have 3 pieces here, all the same. I'm gonna put in my sides here. I'm gonna push one up tight against it. One up tight here. And then I have one in the middle that once again will probably fall over if it's unsupported. So now, I believe, if I cut these correctly, yes, I have 2 more pieces, and these are simply shorter because I ran out of the wide stuff. That's the only difference. That's 2 different boards. Wrong one. Alright. There we go. Now I have 2 the right size. So now this one's going to want to fall one way but not the other. So you have 2 more boards. Mash them in place. Now everything, whoop, missed one. This one will fall over. I cut 2 more boards. Now everything's in place. And if you can see, I didn't use any glue, no nails, but all the boards are sturdy, in place. Nothing wants to move. And you've got a nice set of dividers. What you might want to do, I've done this several times to several of the drawers in the house, kitchen junk drawer, spice drawer in the kitchen, so I've kind of got a feel for how to cut the boards. When you're making measurements, let's get the tape measure here. Say you take a measurement for this board that goes all the way side to side. That measures 9 3/4. When you mark your board, leave the pencil mark on when you make the cut, and then as you're trying to fit it, you can dust the edge of the board with a little 220 sandpaper so that you can get a nice snug fit. If you do that as you fit each board, then you'll get it nice and sturdy, and as you can see, none of these are falling over, and it's ready to be filled with all of your stuff. These boards, these are Poplar, as I stated earlier. They're very cheap. You can also get them in 1/2 inch thicknesses, which I used when I was doing some of the bigger drawers in my kitchen for the spice drawer and for the inevitable junk drawer that everyone has in their kitchen. So that's pretty much it. Hope this helps. Have a good day. Thank you.